Welcome back to another video journal. Unfortunately, I'm not on my 4K camera today, back on the phone. But, you know how it goes, what you gonna do? So I felt like making a video, a journal. I guess doing these is a sort of form of therapy. I mean, it's just sort of like talking, just like getting my thoughts across. I don't really think I have anything to say today. Just tell you what I've been up to. So in my last video I said I went to see a psychologist, and I ended up cancelling that because I don't think it's really what I need right now. It wasn't out of because I didn't want to go, so I was like, if I can cancel it because I fear it too much. It was I just thought that, you know, my life isn't that fucking shit, you know. I don't think it's to the point where I need to go see someone to sort shit out. I think I've got to handle it myself. I think, you know, at the end of the day, it comes down to me, you know, how keen do I actually want to do the work? Like I know the areas in my life that need to be improved in certain relationships, in how I act socially, creative work, you know, all these areas I know where I can improve. It's just a matter of fact of whether I'm gonna, you know, do it. And so I figure that, you know, it's just about you know, taking responsibility for myself and going towards what I need to improve. You know, how badly do I want it? So yeah, I feel like also the reason, like, I feel like I just wanted to prove myself that I could go see someone to get help. I mean, it was only fucking one session, and, you know, the first session is usually just like getting a basic understanding of where you're at. But still, like, I feel like I just needed to prove myself that I could do something like that, to go and like seek help and get it organized and shit like that. And I feel quite capable of taking action now, in some areas of my life anyway, you know. Yeah, I don't know, like a few months ago, I guess there's like a point that I reached where I was just like, fuck it, I can't be like staying in my room the whole time. I've got to get out there and take action towards the things I need. I've got to be less fearful toward, you know, like social anxiety and stuff. And I mean, there's of course like up and down bits, and I feel like at the moment in my life I'm at that sort of down bit where I do feel a bit more socially anxious. But before, like, I don't know, whatever, like in the recent past, I felt really fucking confident in myself, and I was just on top of things and doing what I needed to do. And I realised that that's not always going to be the case. I'm not always going to be on top of things. I mean, people need rest. We all need rest. And we're all in this cycle of, you know, energy, of high energy, low energy, and you've got to be able to ride that wave, I think. I don't know. Is it true that it is sort of like up and down sort of energy waves where it's like you feel sort of on top of things, then you feel like not, and you need to relax a bit. But I'm just riding that wave and just trusting the process, because I know that I'm capable of some shit now. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting the journey of life a bit more. So yeah. Guess what, guys? It's Christmas Eve. It's the 23rd of December, 2020. Christmas. I don't even know what Christmas really is. It's a weird thing. So probably won't go into that because it's just I've got nothing to talk about. Christmas. Got nothing to talk about in that area. New Year's resolutions, on the other hand, got some things on there. I'm not gonna try. I am going to do this. 30 minutes of meditation each day. Yoga 3 times at least. 3 times a week, not a day. 3 times a week at least. Running 3 times a week at least. Breath work 3 times a week at least. This is an interesting one. Breath work. In the past I got into Wim Hof breathing, which was good. I might keep that up. But also I've been searching up holotropic breath work, which is similar. But basically, yeah, I don't know, it's just sort of like you can get into this sort of psychedelic experience. You can sort of purge these emotional traumas, and it's just healthy thing. Good for anxiety, I guess. I don't know. See how it goes, like you feel good after you do it, and I feel like that's just a sign to keep doing it. You got, base things off how you feel, and after doing breath work, I feel fucking grand. It feels really refreshing, calming, and you feel really present afterwards. So I'm gonna keep that up. Do that in the new year. No fap. Ain't gonna watch any porn or masturbate for the whole year next year, which will be interesting. I felt like I really decreased my usage of porn lately, and masturbation. However, I still do it as a sort of do it when I feel like I don't know what to do, when I'm like just procrastinating, or I just want that instant dopamine hit. It's just like I don't know what to do, just want some sort of pleasure, and you just go to it, right? And sometimes I get on there and it's just like I'm just not in the mood for this, like, but I just go ahead with it anyway. I get into it. And so I've been starting to genuinely see that just like porn's fucking, it doesn't excite me as much as it used to, So I feel like this will be fairly easy in a way. I mean, obviously there are going to be days when I have a lot of fucking like cravings, like I want to fucking wank or watch porn. But I feel like those are the days where you're gonna sort of rewrite your neural connections. Those are the days where it's gonna, when the change is gonna start to occur. And by doing this, you're gonna get apparently a whole lot of more energy, creative energy, and just more confidence in yourself, I guess. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting doing these New Year resolutions. So yeah, I mean, yeah, what's really been helping me these days is meditation. I've been meditating every day now for about like a third of a year, nearly 4 months, which has been really helpful. I've been a lot more mindful than I used to be. That's all I can say. And it's when you meditate, you cultivate this sort of mindfulness where you're not so attached to or identified to your emotional state or your thoughts, but rather you're the one that is experiencing the emotions or the thoughts. You know, when I get angry, it's not like I'm angry, everything's fucked. It's just it's like, okay, I'm experiencing anger right now, this is okay. You know, it allows you, for me anyway, I'm just speaking from personal experience, it allows me to allow the emotion, to let it be okay, to not resist as much. Because, you know, the worst thing that can happen is you get angry and then you go, fuck, I'm angry, and then you resist that anger, which takes you one step away from from where you want to be. It makes you even angry. You get angry at the anger. And same with everything else. Like, you get anxious and then you get anxious because you're anxious. You know, I have trouble sometimes with like blushing in like socially anxious situations. And the other day I was at a bookshop getting something, and you know, well, yesterday or the day before, and like I said recently, I've been in this sort of low state of social anxiety, but still, you know, confident a bit. Like, I feel like I've, you know, the baseline has gone up a bit. And so I was talking to the person behind the counter, and then, you know, something happened where it triggered this blushing within me, like, oh, I've made a mistake or something, oh, I'm not good enough or something like this. It's gone in my head, and I started to blush. And usually I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm blushing, fuck my life, this is so fucked up, and then I'd get even more red and more red. You know, just the cycle, you know. But here I was just like, okay, I'm blushing. And I just said to myself, this is okay that I'm blushing. And I was a lot more kinder to myself, and I could I sort of had the perception of, like, if I was someone else and I saw me blushing, if me at the counter was somebody else, and I saw that somebody blushing, I would be empathetic towards them, because I know what that feels like. I know that sort of feeling. And so, seeing it from that perspective, seeing myself as if I wasn't me, seeing that, I can empathize with that a lot, because I know that sort of feeling. And by doing that, showing myself that kindness and allowing that to be okay, the blushing went away really quick. I didn't feel it, and I let it go, you know. Whereas before, it would be this big thing that would just happen, and then I'll just be like, ah, fucking hell. But yeah, this time it's just like, just a little thing that happened. And that's the ironic thing, is that if you want something to stop, you've got to first accept it. You've got to allow it to be, and then you've got to let it go. But if it's there and you're like, I want you to fucking go away, like, fuck this, you know, you're resisting it, it stays longer. So it's an interesting thing, that. So yeah, this is what meditation's good for. Being a lot more mindful, being a lot more kinder towards yourself, cultivating this sort of loving awareness within you that you identify with, rather than the emotional state or the thoughts that arise. Another thing I want to talk about is cleaning up, simplifying life. Simplifying life is one thing that is really fucking good. It's really helpful. Is, you know, you clean out your room, you get rid of all the shit that you don't use. You stop eating the food that your body doesn't need. You know, stop eating the fucking crisps and the excess chocolate. You know, just have what your body needs, and the good stuff, the healthy stuff. and stop following like so many people on YouTube and Instagram that are not benefiting you in any way, that is not helping you in the direction that you want to go towards. Cleaning up, like sort of narrowing your focus on where you want to go. Get rid of all the shit that is just lying around in that you've gathered from your past that's not going to help you in the direction you want to go. So getting rid of like all these clothes that you have, getting rid of all this shit in your room. Stop following so many people that are not helpful on social media. Eating just the right foods and a small portion for what your body only needs. Things like this. This is really helpful to narrow your focus on what you want to do, rather than having all this clutter that is not necessary for your direction that you want to go in life. So this is what I'm trying to do as well, is it really to narrow my focus, to prioritize what I actually want to do in life, get rid of all the rest. Yeah. And of course sometimes that can't be easy, because some of the things are just an instant dopamine hit, like porn, or like junk food, or like some people you follow on Instagram or YouTube, that is entertaining, but in the long term it's not getting you anywhere. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Thanks for watching. This has been good. See, I like doing this because this is like a form of therapy. And yeah, it gets my thoughts out of my mind into this. I'm expressing it, which is a good thing. Because I'm not always great at expressing myself in person, which is fine, because I don't feel like I need to all the time. You don't need to speak all the time. Anyway, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Catch you later, boys and girls.